So at Lover's Key Visitor Center, we brought that experience that we've built over years of doing coastal, park, beach projects, and this was a chance for us to bring together that knowledge. So we really had two primary functions that were going to be occurring in this building. We had a multi-purpose space that was going to be used for classrooms, for teaching, for weddings, for events, and then we also have an environmental discovery center that really was going to be about the nature and the environment here at Lover's Key State Park.
So this building is incredibly important for our state park. We're the second most visited state park, and we did not have a facility where visitors could come learn more about the park, learn what recreational opportunities they could do, learn what's blooming, if they spot a bird, what kind of bird is it. So this facility has become a central part to our park and a place for visitors to come not only learn more about the park, discover more of what they can do, but it's also a gathering place.
We wanted a building that was going to showcase the environment. You kind of walk up the ramp of the building, you get 360-degree views, and then as you get to the top of the deck, you really get a nice panorama out across the park looking towards the Gulf.
That ramp was formed and poured in one monolithic pour, and that was extremely challenging to form because it starts at the bottom, coils up over the top of itself, so you're basically pouring concrete in a spring shape, and it was a very challenging thing to do, and it turned out very beautiful. Some of the sustainable materials that were used in this project were, of course, the structural concrete that makes up the structure of the building, but then also, even in the finishes, the wood ceiling is actually made from cypress, which is harvested locally here in Florida.
We knew we had to elevate the building, and we wanted to do it in a unique, special way, something that felt unique to the site. So that's where we, took the idea of mangrove roots and translated that into a structural column. But we didn't want the building just to feel like it was sitting on stilts. That's often what you see with coastal architecture. So one of the ways we did this was in a few select areas, we took the columns all the way to the roof. So that really helped give the feeling of the building being more nestled into the landscape, almost a long tree limb that reaches up to the higher part of the canopy. So that really was an integral part of making the building feel like it was nestled into the landscape and not just sort of floating above and disconnected from the landscape.
The resiliency of this building's going to stand forever. Yes, there's no question it's going to stand forever. The footings under the columns are just massive footings. The precast structural columns are high strength concrete, with of course structural steel, and they're going to last forever. This elevated slab was poured in one solid pour. It's, I think, 16 inches thick. This building's not going anywhere. Promise you that. It'd be a wonderful place to be in the event of a hurricane because you could stand up here in an elevated platform and be very safe.
This building turned out way better than the renderings. They were incredible to see, but to watch this whole project be constructed and each element coming to life, it was really touching along the whole process.
I love moments like this when you go back to the finished product and you can just be so proud of what you've created and work together with the team to build. To me, there's no better reward out there than to see the finished product.
As an architect and as Sweet Sparkman, we think about the legacy of the buildings that we design. We're fortunate to get to design a lot of public projects, civic projects that we want to be here for 50 years, 100 years and beyond.